According to reports, actor Arnold Schwarzenegger has lined up his next project in the form of a revenge film called 478. 478 follows Schwarzenegger as a man whose wife and children are killed in a plane crash that has resulted from the actions of a negligent air traffic controller. Although the controller is arrested and placed in protective custody, Schwarzenegger's character has plans for revenge. It's also being noted that the film will not be so much an action film as it will a more character-driven movie. John, do you buy or sell the sounds of 478?
I actually really buy this. I think this sounds rather fascinating to me. Like something, an incident like that, and there's somebody's fault. And you get a bereaved, family member who wants revenge, and that bereaved family member just happens to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's not good to be you. And it reminds me a little bit of that little film he did about a year and a half ago. What was it called? Sabotage.
Right.
That most people did not like. I thought it had some redeeming qualities. But one of the things I liked about the film, even though overall it wasn't all that good, was the driven Arnold Schwarzenegger guy who's just driven about pure vengeance. When you get to the end of that film, you realize this was just all about vengeance. Right. And he played it really well on that level, So this concept actually sounds really good to me. I'm on board. For me, it's a buy. Dennis?
I buy it as well. I think the premise, is what brings me in. And also, I didn't see the movie, but I had heard that Maggie, his last movie.
The zombie one.
Yeah, wasn't that great, but his performance was actually decent, where he actually brought in his acting chops into the dramatic, and it looks like he's doing the same. And this is under Darren Aronofsky's production company, Protozoa. I doubt he's going to direct it, but the fact that it's under his company gives me hope for it. So I buy it.
Could you imagine the buzz if Aronofsky
Oh
said,
my
"Yeah, I'm
God.
going to direct Schwarzenegger in this"?
Yeah, I would go. I would love it even more.
Well,
Snap.
I'm going to sell it. If Aronofsky comes on board, I will buy it. But at this point with the synopsis, I'm like, this air traffic controller better be like on drugs, drunk, yelling like, "Yeah, the plane crashed!" And like,
The South will rise again.
Yeah, it better be. It's got to be that extreme for me to get behind. Like somebody like, I'm going to take that guy out because he murdered everybody. It's like if it's just a mistake, then it's like it could up the ante. He's in protective custody, and you've got someone like Schwarzenegger trying to take him out. But to me, it just sounds a little too cartoony.
I'm the opposite of you, though. I kind of hope that it's not such a he did it on purpose or was like totally an idiot. That it was a mistake, because I think that makes the dilemma even harder.
Well, see, I agree with you, because I think if this was going to just be a balls to the wall kind of action film where I'm going to get him, then it's got to be like the way you're explaining.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has to be. It's not just negligence. It was like almost borderline. He meant to do it, right? But I think if you really wanted to make it a character-driven story where you get more into like the psyche of a human being in desperate grief and pain, and you want to blame somebody, and you get a character who now has not just lost his wife but his child, we can be capable of unspeakable things when in grief.
Also, flipping that, maybe the air traffic controller is under his own grief and like tells them the wrong coordinates on purpose. Because he's going through something. Who knows? I'm getting on a plane literally in 2 hours. I shouldn't even be talking about stuff like this. I love air traffic controllers. Did anybody ever mention that? Everybody who's in charge of anything to do with planes, I love you guys.